All right, so sorry for the wonky layout, everybody. I'm really trying to work on getting my rig set up, but I'm now in a new place, not filmed at work before, so bear with me while we work out some of these kinks. So this is an overhead view of the Wonderland 222 A6 core weekends stacked notebook. So when you open it up, if you've got a cover on it at least, you've got a pocket in the front that is perfectly sized to hold on to some of the tiny icon stickers that Helen produces for the Coffee Monsters Co. These are the stickers that I use the most to track health and fitness. I use the sneaker tiny icons, the moon to signify my sleep, the droplet for tracking my water consumption, trophy if I break a personal record on the treadmill, the lotus flower for meditating, the dumbbell for working out at the gym. Oh, and I've already got the droplet. I got an extra one. So I keep those kind of tucked in the front so they're easy access for when I need to use them when I'm laying things out. As you go through the book, there's some things that I just won't use. There's a key and an index. I won't use those for anything. There's a calendar if I forget what day it is, but won't be tracking much. There is a perpetual calendar, which I will use similar to how I use the Hobonichi Weeks. I use my color coding system to track how many steps I take for the day. It's just a dot marker from Zig, and you just pop a little dot, and then I've got another key that signifies whether I did a gym workout and which one I do, or a home workout. I do 3 different versions of each one, so depending on my needs for the day or my abilities for the day, I can do something physically fit for 30 minutes every day. If I don't do a workout and I'm just walking, I'll put WO for walking only, or if I am not going to the gym but I do a run, I'll do an R for run. So that's the perpetual calendar. They do something interesting. They have a calendar that breaks down by quarterly, so you can see a month at a glance for 3 months at a time with a column for notes. And I can really see myself using this as the weather tracker. In the Hobonichi Weeks, I started tracking the weather in the back so that I could do a tempestry project as a knitting project. So I track the high and the low temperature of the day and whether it was clear, rainy, overcast, windy, thunderstorm, blah, blah, blah. So I could really see myself using the quarterly calendar to lay that out and keep track of that. There's a tracker. I've been doing this on the weekly version in the weeks just by making my own little bullet style journal using some tiny icons and a horizontal week layout that I purchased from the Coffee Monsters Co. In the Wonderland 222, they've got this broken down an entire month at a time, and you can see a couple of months at a glance. And there's several entry points that you can track a bunch of different things. I will always use the tiny icons from the Coffee Monsters Co. I just love them so much, but they are a little large for these lines, so I'm gonna have to stagger them, which is fine. I have no problems doing that. They're clear washi tape, so they're very transparent and see-through. And you just have to be sure that you have clean hands because the oils from your skin can make the adhesion lose a little bit. And in this particular case, I'm going to stagger them. You can sort of see the guideline underneath so you can see if you're placing it correctly, and then you just smooth it down. And it almost fits, it's almost perfect, and it's good enough, and I'm gonna do it just so I can stagger it. And I'll be able to track a bunch of different things and see at a glance how I'm doing. That's gonna be very helpful. At the beginning of every month, well, at the end of every month, there's a review page, and then the very next page is the overview page for the upcoming month. And then you can see a month view, so you can track a bunch of different things. Here's the meat and potatoes. This is the weekly view that's vertical. It is broken down by hour, but I won't be tracking appointments or anything like that. So you'll see on a page that I did a test run on this week, I'm just gonna write what I'm doing at the gym and check things off. I'll track my steps and whether I've done a run or anything like that. it will look something like this. This was just the bare bones data that I did this week. But I thought we could maybe lay out some deco on the next page and make it look a little bit more journaly. So for next week, I thought we could lay some washi at the top. So I found a Coffee Monsters Co. very narrow washi tape that will fit perfectly in this top margin. I like doing a little bit of deco on the edges of the page because it helps give some support to the page. So as you're flipping through it, something to grab onto. Grab my ruler. And then a little bit on the other page. And it's just the washi that's got a little bit of an encouraging prompt on the top of it. I've also got this other one that we could have done on the bottom, so let's give that a try and see how that works out. Sorry, these pauses will probably be edited out later, if I can figure that out. That's crooked. Oh, these are perforated. I did not know that. Well, I'm going to lay them as though they weren't. Oh, you kind of have to. Darn it.